Semifinal baseball in Alexandria. The Senators head on the road to begin a 3-game postseason series against the Aces, who try to follow up their regular season championship with one in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Southern Maryland looks to stay hot after a big 14-4 win in the wild card last night. So glad you can join us, Cody Wagner from Frank Mann Field, and boy, is this a good one. Out on the mound this evening is Ethan Hodeling for the Alexandria Aces. Leading off for your Senators will be Logan Tribble. Went 2 of 4 and walked twice last night. First pitch misses up high at the letters across the chest of Tribble that read Southern Maryland. The 1-0. Finds the zone in at the belt. Kicks and fires. Finds the outer half of the zone for a called strike. Hoteling with a 2.16 ERA on the year. He deals. Pitch that misses just away. Hoteling trying to paint the outer edge. He has been wonderful for this Aces squad. 5-0. He delivers. Punched foul by Tribble. Hoteling last year as well with the Aces was 3-0. The 2-2 fought off again. Tribble seeing a lot of pitches off of the starter. He delivers. Grounder left side. Diving in the hole is Harity. He comes up firing. Throw in time. One gone. Good play by Brendan Harity at third to begin the ball game. There's just a special intensity with this one. Senators, a blowout win over the Crop Dusters yesterday, and they looked so good in that one. The first pitch to Brewer is bounced back to the pitcher, Hoteling, who flips on to first. 2 away. Took just one pitch to retire the left fielder, and in steps the power-hitting Carter Groen. 9 homers on the year, tied for the league with Andrew Williamson of Bethesda Big Train. First offering, a big cut and a miss. Center cut fastball from Hoteling. The wind and releases. Fouled straight back to the screen, 0-2. Hoteling really works at a furious pace on the mound. The new pitch clock rules, no trouble for him. The 0-2 deal. Groen tried to check his swing. They'll say he went around on a pitch down in the dirt. Quick work from Hoteling on the mound, retires him in order. Aces bats coming up for the first time this evening on the other side. Back in a moment from Frank Mann. Jacob Whiteman getting a start tonight for Scott Middleton, making his first appearance since about a week ago on Tuesday versus the DC Grays. Was wonderful in that ball game. Through 5 2/3, surrendered just 2 runs on 6 hits. And he's been great all year for the Senators. Perhaps one of the most consistent options. 3.96 ERA. His most impressive start on the year was way back on July 1st in the 8-3 win over the Big Train. Last night was maybe the most impressive win since that one for the Senators. Through 6 2/3 against Bethesda. Gave up the 3 runs, but didn't give up a run through 6 innings in that ball game. He was untouchable. Lineup for the Aces goes Nicholson, Peltier, DeCandido out of the University of Maryland, batting .325 on the year, followed by Jamie Quinn Irons, who leads the team with 35 RBIs. Kevin Milewski, Ethan Plyler playing second base this evening, followed up by Brendan Harity. In the 8th spot is E.J. Hankerson, and rounding things out is Sam Robertson, the freshman from Auburn. Just about ready for the Aces bats to get going. First pitch misses out in the other batter's box. Ball 1. Nicholson in right field, a utility option for the head coach, Chris Brissett. The 1-0 foul back to the screen. Hits off of the mask of the catcher, McHugh, who takes a moment to reset behind home plate. Umpire wipes off the already dirty dish. A ball and a strike to Nicholson. Whiteman sets, lets it fly. A strike that's just a little up. Tim Nicholson batting .345, walked a pair of times and scored twice in the win over Gaithersburg on Tuesday. The 2-1 hit back to the screen. A 9-7 victory earlier in the week for the Aces in their final game of the regular season. He offers. Misses in the same spot the first pitch did, just away. Whiteman peers in at the catcher, McHugh. Sets and deals. Bouncer back up the middle, ranging over is Boris. He won't be able to get to it. That'll be through for a leadoff base hit. Tim Nicholson works the count and then gets on with a leadoff base knock. And in steps J.P. Peltier. He leads the team in walks with 32 on the year. There's a reason he's in the 2 spot with a .288 average. Liner, 1 hopper to Boris at short. Throw on to second in time, throw to first. Will be there. 2 away. A big double play for Jacob Whiteman. Riley DeCandido will hit out of the left-handed batter's box. Has 34 RBIs. One of the most effective batters on this Alexandria team. First offering is up at the chin level of the Virginia Beach native. The deal, a curveball that will run in and catch the foot of DeCandido. He reaches first on a hit by pitch. Stepping into the box, Jamie Quinn Irons out of George Mason wears the green helmet to represent his college squad. First offering is a center cut fastball from Whiteman. Works out of the stretch even with no runners on, but leading off of first is DeCandido. He releases. Finds the inner half of the zone with another four-seamer. Whiteman peers in at the catcher McHugh, nods in approval. He offers a curveball that just misses a little up. Had some nice dip on it from Whiteman, but couldn't quite get it to come back into the zone. A ball and 2 strikes. Whiteman comes set and fires. Misses outside. 2-2. In last weekend's win over Southern Maryland, Quinn Irons drove home 4 runs, the 2-2. A curveball that once again stays upstairs. Last meeting between these two was a lopsided victory in favor of the Aces, 14-1, but throughout the season, these teams have played a lot of close games. The payoff pitch is down and away. Quinn Irons able to work a walk. Gets out of what was at one point an 0-2 count. And that passes it along to Kevin Miluski. So many dangerous guys in this batting order, and a whole slew of them batting above 300. Miluski in that club. First pitch is skied foul out towards the parking lot back behind home plate. Whiteman looks intently at McHugh, who puts the signs down for him to peer in at. He offers. Slow bouncer down the first base line. Kennedy fields it, flips to Whiteman, who covers the bag in time to retire the side. Well, no runs through 1 from Frank Mann. Back in a moment. 0-0 your score. Ethan Hotaling remains on the bump after a clean first inning. Retired the Senators in order and struck out Groen to bring an end to the away half of 1. And in steps Ian Kennedy to lead off the top of 2 for the Senators. Kennedy blasted a homer in the 6th yesterday en route to a 3 of 5 ball game. Was really wonderful in that one. Hotaling kicks up some dirt on the mound before stepping onto the rubber. Winds and fires down in the dirt. Hotaling really has an electric fastball and works his off speed from it, lets it fly. Down and out. 2-0. Hotaling really digging a hole in front of The rubber continues to kick up some dirt. The wind and the pitch. A fastball that's belt high to Kennedy, but just away. The 3-0. 4-pitch walk to begin the inning for Ian Kennedy, and the Senators have their first base runner of the ball game. Due up next is Nate McHugh. Just the 14th walk across 45 2/3 from the right-hander Hotaling. First pitch is inside and gets away from Miluski. Keeps it close enough as to where Kennedy can't make a run for it. Nate McHugh doubled in both of his last 2 trips to the plate last night. Sees a pitch that catches the outside of the zone, a beautiful change that drops in from Hotaling. Wind blowing straight out to center. The 1-1 lifted out to center field. Back is Quinn Irons. Near the wall, he comes up with it as he flashes the leather 1 away. Mikey Guy into the box for Southern Maryland. Hotaling, this his first time out of the stretch this evening with Kennedy on first. First offering is in for a strike, dotting the outer half of the plate. Really locates the fastball well, does Hotaling. He deals. Center cut with the same pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. A long look over at Kennedy. Releases. Misses upstairs. Guy ended yesterday's game by recording a hit in each of his last 4 ABs. The 1-2. He goes fishing in the dirt for strike number 3. A nice off speed for Hotaling. Sets down Guy on strikes. And up next is Owen DeShazo, the designated hitter for Scott Middleton. In last night's game, he was 0 for 2 and walked once. He lets it fly up at the chin level of DeShazo, an easy take. Looks over his shoulder, the 1-0 delivery. Cranked deep into the left center field gap. Looking up is Quinn Irons. That'll bang off the wall. Kennedy will pull into third, and that's where he'll stay. And a 2-out double from Owen DeShazo as the Senators with some opportunities in the second inning. Away half of 2. 2 gone. Still no score in Alexandria. And up comes Silas Boris. 231 average on the year. Waves at and misses strike number 1. But doesn't quite tell the story of his year. Has been super impressive recently, including yesterday's wild card win where he went 3 of 5. A fastball misses away. A ball and a strike. Hotaling peers in at Miluski and offers. Fouled straight back to the screen. Boris takes in a deep breath, staring at his bat. Sun still up high in the sky. beating down on Frank Mann Field. Sets and delivers. An off-speed pitch that stays up at the eye level of Boris. Had some cutting action to the left out of the hand of Hotaling. He deals. Called strike 3. Finds the inner half for Hotaling, who brings an end to the inning. Senators unable to score. They leave 2 stranded in the top of 2. Back for the home half of 2 from Frank Mann Field. This one's still scoreless between the Senators and Aces. Southern Maryland had a huge confidence-boosting win last night, 14-4 final over the Crop Dusters. And they try to make it 3 straight for the first time this year tonight. To lead off the inning is Ethan Plyler. Leads the team in batting average, hitting .354. Whiteman deals a center cut fastball to begin the AB. Last weekend versus Southern Maryland, Plyler was absolutely brilliant at the plate, going 4 of 4. He releases just away. A fastball from number 25. Whiteman kicks and offers. In the other batter's box for ball 2. Whiteman doesn't walk too many guys, just 13 across 25 innings. The 2-1, a fastball that just misses on the outer half. 3-1. Peers in at the catcher. Comes set and lets it fly. A fastball that can't find the zone. And Plyler works a 5-pitch walk. Brendan Harity with his first opportunity. Last time these two met, he came in off the bench and hit home a run in one of his 2 plate appearances. Whiteman with early trouble in the second. He delivers. Liner left side. Boris comes up with it. And throw to first won't be in time. Plyler able to scurry back. 1 away. In steps E.J. Hankerson Jr., the 207 batter on the season. First pitch. He's got a duck out of the way. Well inside from Whiteman. From the belt, he deals. Pitch that is way up at the eye level. Hankerson takes easily. Whiteman will take a look over at first. Another one in the 2-0. Hit high in the air in the infield. Sweeney calling for it with all the time in the world. Puts up the white glove and makes the grab. 2 away. And in the 9 spot is Sam Robertson. Has walked more than he has struck out so far this year. First offering is a curveball that twists into the zone and finds the bottom part. Beautiful pitch from the right-hander. The 0-1. A fastball center cut. Quickly ahead of Robertson. Whiteman, a peek at first. Kicks and delivers. Punch the opposite way towards right field, and that will be unplayable. Foul ball from Robertson keeps him in the AB. Score remains 0-0. Home half of 2. 2 away. The pitch, foul back to the screen. Both pitchers have been super efficient early in the ball game. Comes set and releases. Liner over the head of Boris. That'll get into left center. Brewer tracking it, and coming to second is Robertson. Throw there will be in time. Mike Sweeney lays the tag on to end the inning. Senators able to get out of what was some trouble looming. Still scoreless through 2 in Frank Mann. In the 9-hole, Mike Sweeney will lead off the top of 3. A guy that led the order to begin the season, has kind of bounced around in the lineup, but found his place in the Scott Middleton order late in the year. First offering in at the knees for strike 1. Lively fastball finds the zone for Hotaling to begin the inning. The 0-1. Swung through, foul tipped into the catcher's glove. 0-2. Hotaling winds and fires. Flared the opposite way, out to Plyler at second, who raises up the glove and makes the grab. 1 down. Back to the top of the order in Logan Tribble. Grounded out to Harity at third, his first time up. The deal. A swing at the first pitch in the dirt. Sun still remains high over left field. The 0-1. Cuts and can't come up with it. Kicks and lets it fly. Bounce slowly towards third. Harity charging on. Throw to first. Will be in time. 2 gone. A nice play by Harity. Had to make the throw on the dead run coming in. And in the 2 spot is Nathan Brewer. First pitch. A big cut and a miss. Hotaling offers. Bounces at the plate for ball 1. Brewer readjusts the batting gloves. Has the blue shin guard on his right leg. 1-1 deal. Brewer tried to check his swing. Foul tips it into the catcher's glove. Trees line left field. Parking lot out behind right. The 1-2. High bouncer to Plyler at short, who fields it on the forehand side. Lobs it to DeCandido at first to retire the side. 1-2-3 they go for Hotaling. And the away half of 3. Back in a moment from Frank Mann. Still no score. A pitcher's duel underway in Alexandria. Still knotted at 0 from Frank Mann Field. 2 hits to this point in the ballgame for the Aces. Just 1 on the side of the Senators. And to lead off the home half of 3 is Tim Nicholson. Singled back in the first inning. He's hitting .345 on the campaign. First pitch, a changeup, center cut for strike 1. Nicholson, an excellent leadoff hitter. 18 walks so far. Whiteman offers, brushes Nicholson off the plate a little high as well. Comes set and releases. A curveball that dips into the zone. Beautiful pitch from Whiteman. Tucks the glove into his left armpit before setting at the belts and offering. Nicholson tried to hold up his swing. They'll say he went around for strike 3. Whiteman able to induce the swinging punch out for the first out of the inning. J.P. Peltier back up at the plate. Grounded out into a 6-4-3 double play in the first. The delivery is up at the numbers of Peltier, a little high. Aces logo up on the top left half of the jersey. On the bottom right half is the number on the front of Alexandria's jerseys. The 1-0 missed a little high. Kicks and lets it fly. A fastball right over the heart of the plate. Peltier manning short, and he is really a great defensive option for Chris Brissett. Fouls it back. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In addition, Peltier really walks a lot. You thought Nicholson had a high total at 18. 32 bases on balls for Jonathan Peltier. The pitch. A curveball misses just down and away. Whiteman getting nice movement out of the off-speed stuff early in the ballgame. The payoff pitch. Skied to left. Brewer barely has to move a step. Puts up the brown glove and makes the grab. 2 away. In comes Riley DiCandido. Sun continues to go down over left. Wind starting to blow a little bit from right to left. Began the game blowing straight out towards center. First offering a big wave and a miss. Whiteman peers in at McHugh, agrees on the sign, and delivers up and out for ball 1. The first baseman, DiCandido, was hit by a pitch back in the inaugural inning. The 1-1 is in the other batter's box. Still scoreless. 2 gone in the bottom half of 3. So glad you can join us from Frank Mann Field. Whiteman lets it fly. Hit the opposite way through the hole on the left side and trickles into Brewer's glove in left field. A 2-out single for Riley DiCandido. Hands things off to Jamie Quinn Irons. Who drove in 4 runs and was a big part of the dominating victory over Southern Maryland on Sunday. The first pitch is skied in the air. McHugh takes a good look at it, but it will be unplayable for him back behind home plate. A hit in each inning to this point for Alexandria, but nothing has come from it yet. The 0-1 deal, a curveball that's fouled back to the screen. Whiteman shakes the left arm before setting at the belt. A look at first and delivers. Sky high out to center. Tracking it back is Tribble near the wall. He hauls it in to bring it into the inning. Jacob Whiteman leaves one stranded in the 3rd. Still scoreless from Frank Mann. You're listening to Senators Baseball. Keep it here. Carter growing up to lead off the away half of 4. He went down swinging on strikes his first time to the dish. Was 4 of his last 7 at the plate going into last night's win where he notched a single. Ethan Hotaling remains on the bump. First offering is a slider that twists just outside. Has really located the fastball well early in this one. Lets it fly, cracked deep to left center field. That's way back, and it's out of here. Carter Groen launches a leadoff homer in the 4th. Make it 10 on the year. Boy, did he get a hold of that one. Senators take the lead from Frank Mann. And you know he's dangerous every time he comes up. Proving it right there as the Senators crack the scoring wide open with a solo shot from Carter Groen. First pitch is just low, a fastball from Hotaling. 1-0, top of 4. The 1-0 liner straight back up the middle, and Ian Kennedy takes a big round of first as Quinn Irons fields it out in center and throws into the cutoff man, Plyler. And a single from Ian Kennedy trying to keep the momentum going. Senators bats really starting to see Hotaling well. The 5-hole hitter, Nate McHugh, with his second opportunity. First pitch is just away. McHugh flew out to Quinn Irons in center in his first try. Things can change in a heartbeat, as you heard a moment ago with the crack of a bat from Carter Groen. The 1-0 deal. Bouncer to third. Harity fields it. Throw on to second. They get 1. Relay to first. They'll be in time. A 5-4-1 double play. 5-4-3 rather, double play. And quickly, 2 gone.
Now batting for the Senators, third baseman number 22, Mikey Guy.
Mikey Guy back up to the plate. First pitch he sees, tried to hold up. They'll say went around on a curveball that dropped off the table. Hotaling lets it fly. 1 bouncer to Plyler at second will make the high lob onto DeCandido at first to end the inning. But not before the Senators are able to score their first run of the ball game. 1-0 Southern Maryland. Back in a moment from Frank Mann. Kevin Miluski to lead off the home half of 4 from Frank Mann. Senators lead it 1-0 off a solo shot from Carter Groen. Jacob Whiteman remains on the hill. The first offering, a curveball that is foul-tipped into the catcher's glove of McHugh. He lets down the sign, and Whiteman approves. He offers a big hack, and he misses. Miluski grounded out to Kennedy at first. Back in the inaugural inning, the 0-2 is skied out of play. Sun just above the trees out and left. Wind blowing straight out at this juncture. The 0-2 is in the dirt. A nice off speed from Whiteman. Miluski not biting. Whiteman kicks and deals. Lifted out to right field. Groen going back on it. He's got room. Puts up the glove and makes the grab. One gone. Next up, Ethan Plyler for the Alexandria Aces. These fans just waiting on a big moment. Pretty full here at Frank Mann Field. Plenty of onlookers for this one. First offering fouled straight back to the screen. Plyler leads the team in batting average, hitting .354, 26 runs knocked home to his name as well. Whiteman sets at the belt and releases. A curveball that dips a little low. Senators have played so well to this point. Trying to keep that going. The 1-1 is in the other batter's box. Releases. Liner right back up the middle. That'll get down in front of Tribble in center. A one-out base hit for Ethan Plyler. Tries to start a bit of a rally for the Aces. No doubt that they've been able to reach base in this one, but still yet to score a run. 4 left on to this point. 1-0 Senators. Bottom of the 4th inning. The first deal driven down the left field line. Brewer going back on it. That'll get down and knock off the base of the wall. Throw to third is over the head of Guy. Whiteman backs it up. And a double off the bat of Harity makes it 2nd and 3rd for the Aces. Due up next is E.J. Hankerson, but first Scott Middleton will slowly make his way out to the mound to have a chat with Jacob Whiteman. Just trying to settle things down out on the bump after back-to-back hits for the Aces. Absolutely massive that Southern Maryland leads it at the moment off of that Carter Groen home run. Senators looked near perfect last night in that 14-4 win. The starting pitching performance was exactly what you needed out of Matt Hoover. Allowed 2 earned across 4 1/3. Rivers came in, locked things down. Ty Harris allowed just 1 run, and Trout closed things out, allowing 1 run himself. But the bats really came through for the Senators. Infield in with just 1 gone in the inning. 2nd and 3rd for Hankerson Jr. Bottom of the 4th inning. Weidman sets and delivers. Bouncer to Boris at short. Coming home is the runner Plyler. He's hung up in a rundown. Throw to Guy at third. He chases him down the line and lays the tag on. 2 away. That perfect execution there from the Senators with the infield in. Plyler thinking that he would be speedy enough to get home, but Boris makes a great play at short, fires it home, and then Mikey Guy able to lay the tag on. Bottom of 4, first and second for the Aces. To the 9 spot we go, and Sam Robertson. First pitch, off speed, outside. Whiteman peers in at the sign of McHugh. Approves and fires from the belt. Hot shot to third, and Guy able to make the grab to bring an end to the inning. Mikey Guy with some quick reactions at the hot corner. 1-0 Senators remain in the lead after the Aces leave 2 stranded in the 4th. To the 5th we go from Frank Mann. Southern Maryland leads it. Up to begin the top of 5 is Owen DeShazo, hitting .272 on the year. A .340 on base percentage with 11 walks. The first offering, he drives out into the right center field gap, ranging over and putting up the glove is Nicholson, who makes the grab. 1 gone. Well, it takes just 1 pitch to retire the leadoff batter in the inning. Up next, Silas Boris. Went down looking on strikes back in the 2nd. The pitch down the right field line, and DeCandido misplays it, and it trickles into right field for a 1-out base hit. Kind of odd from DeCandido, who was all the way over by the first base bag, even with no one on. Nonetheless, Silas Boris is on with a base hit. And the 9 spot is Mike Sweeney, who will try to turn the lineup card over. Logan Tribble in the on-deck circle. First pitch to Sweeney has bounced off of home plate and foul down the third base line. Sun peeking out behind some clouds in left. Wind blowing straight out to center. Sweeney wiggles the bat high up above his right shoulder. The 0-1. A fastball that clips the outer half. Belt level to Sweeney. No balls, 2 strikes. Hotaling offers. Popped straight back and out of play. Jacob Whiteman has been absolutely wonderful on the bump to this point in the Senators. The solo shot from Carter Groen in the fourth has them leading. The 0-2 is down and away. Top of 5, 1 gone, runner aboard first, and Silas Boris, Mike Sweeney up at the dish. Hotaling releases, waved at and missed for strike 3. Swings over a nice off-speed pitch.
Center fielder number 2, Logan Tribble.
And this is just about how nearly every start looks for Hotaling, who rarely allows runs, and if he does, not a whole lot of them. First deal is taken outside by Logan Tribble, who has grounded out twice to Brendan Harity at third. Check on Boris at first. He dives in head first safely. And another throw there. Boris able to get back. Top of the order for the Senators, just so dangerous. 341 on-base percentage for Tribble. The 1-0 is up at the chin level, a fastball. Electric stuff from Hotaling. Has controlled his stuff well. Just 1 walk in the ballgame. The 2-0 finds the inner half for strike 1. Tribble went 2 of 4 in last night's blowout win. He deals a breaking pitch. The twist just away. Tribble takes. Tough to watch that pitch that has some nice movement. The 3-1 misses up at the letters of Tribble. First and second for Southern Maryland.
Left fielder number 7, Nate Brewer.
Tribble able to work a walk, and in steps Nathan Brewer. Heart of the order coming up for the Senators. Not a spot you want to be in if you're Ethan Hotaling. He lets it fly. That one upstairs. Struggling to bring the fastball down at the moment. Brewer lets the bat rest along his left shoulder before pointing it out towards center. The 1-0 brushes him off the plate. And Milewski out to have a chat with Hotaling, who called him out of his catching position. Perhaps just looking for a little break at the moment. Was moving around his right fingers, showing something to his catcher. Sun down below some clouds now in left field. Wind blows out to center. 2 gone, and they'll weigh half of 5. The pitch is foul tipped into the catcher's glove. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hotaling peers in and approves of the suggestion. Kicks and delivers. Foul back to the screen. Count even to the left fielder. Trying to erase an 0 for 2 ball game. An abbreviated pause in the stretch from Hotaling, who now sets and fires from the belt. Cracked deep to right field. Back on it is Nicholson at the track, at the wall. He'll have to look up because that's out of here. Nathan Brewer with a 3-run blast puts the Senators on top by 4 from Frank Mann. Southern Maryland feeling good in Alexandria. Four to 0 in the top half of 5. Brewer saw his pitch and didn't miss it. And up next, another guy who blasted a homer his last inning in Carter Groen. Broken bat. 2-bouncer to Peltier at short, who makes the throw onto first, which is in time to bring an end to the inning. A 3-run shot from Nathan Brewer, and the Senators lead at 4-0. Jacob Whiteman will remain on the hill for Southern Maryland. Senators cruising through 4.5 from Frank Mann Field. Home half of 5. And in steps Tim Nicholson for the Aces. Started the game with a single. Went down swinging his last time up. First pitch, he drives out to right field. Groen dives and makes the catch. My goodness. Senators firing on all cylinders at the moment. And this just seems like a team that is totally rejuvenated from what they've looked like throughout the season. It's kind of been up and down for Southern Maryland, but over these last 2 days, it has been all up. 4-0 in the bottom of the 5th. The first pitch swung at and driven deep to left center. Tribble ranges over and makes the catch. 2 away. Just 2 pitches and 2 outs for Jacob Whiteman, who has been uber efficient in this ball game. His defense doing some nice work behind him now. Aces have left 6 on base to this point. He fires a fastball on the outer edge. Called strike 1. Whiteman curls the glove in his left armpit before coming set and delivering an off-speed pitch that's in the dirt. DiCandido singled last trip to the plate. The 1-1 deal. In the other batter's box, well away. Jacob Whiteman has been masterful tonight. He deals. Pitch missing in the same spot, this time a fastball. Sun behind a whole slew of clouds out and left. He lets it fly. And once again, outside for ball 4. Well, it looked like it was going to be a quick inning for Whiteman. All of a sudden faces some resistance from DeCandido, who's able to work a walk. And next up, Jamie Quinn Irons. Trying to maybe knock home the first run of the ball game for the Aces, who trail 4-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 away. A runner aboard first is DeCandido. First pitch was well below the zone. He sets and releases. Foul back into the parking lot. DeCandido at first. Certainly a threat to steal a base. 12 on the year. The 1-1 offering. A curveball that drops off the table and is in the zone. A beautiful pitch from Jacob Whiteman, who has been commanding everything well early in this ballgame. Shouldn't say early, already through 4.5 innings. Slapped the opposite way, well foul. Quinn Irons was right on it. Kicks and delivers. A fastball that brushes him off the plate. Count even. Whiteman approves of the sign from the catcher, McHugh. From the belt, he deals. Down in the dirt, McHugh able to glove it on the backhand side. And rarely does a pitch get past him. Full count for Quinn Irons. Kicked, stand the pitch. Runner going and popped up. Well foul down the first base line. Some kids in attendance chasing the foul ball. Stands nearly full just about everywhere you can see at Frank Mann. The 3-2 offering. Misses just up. A big league take from Quinn Irons. Makes it first and second for the Aces. Up next is Kevin Miluski, and with a chance to do some damage. Batting .339 on the year. This order has really struggled against Jacob Whiteman, who has been able to get out of trouble every time he's faced it. The first pitch to Miluski is lifted out to right field. On comes Groen. It stays up enough for him to make the grab. Two stranded yet again for Alexandria. 4-0 Senators. We head to the 6th inning. Back in a moment. New pitcher into the ball game for Alexandria in is John Downing. Stands 6'3", 205 out of Seton Hall. 3-0 record on the year. Trying to shut things down and hold these Senators bats scoreless for a few innings. First pitch to Kennedy, a big cut and a miss at strike one. A pair of home runs, first a solo shot from Carter Groenback in the fourth, and then last inning a 3-run homer from Nathan Brewer has it 4-0 Southern Maryland in the away half of 6. Another wave and miss from Kennedy. The 0-2 offering. Bounced foul. A curveball from Downing. Has the ability to provide some length out of the pen for the Aces. Remember, this just the first of a 3-game series. He fires in the dirt for ball one. Has really nice stuff. A big curveball that drops right off the table and a lively fastball. He deals. Down below the zone. Kennedy works the count back to even. Winds and fires. Kennedy fights it off. Downing has pitched in 10 games, 22 and a third innings. Averages over 2 innings pitched each time he pitches. And the next pitch is fouled once again, this time into the parking lot. Kennedy stays alive. A single and a walk to this point in the game. Downing winds and offers. A swing and a miss at a pitch up above the zone. The high heat sets down Kennedy. Officially, we can close the book on the day for Ethan Hotaling, who went 5 innings, surrendering the 4 runs on just 4 hits. Senators didn't have a whole ton of opportunities, but really made the most of them. First pitch is down in the dirt. McHugh able to hold up his swing. The 1-0. Lifted right side. Chasing it is Tim Nicholson into foul ground, and he won't be able to make the grab. Second game of the series set to take place tomorrow. Some potential rain expected in the Southern Maryland area. We'll have updates for how that plays out on social media tomorrow. He lets it fly. Down and into McHugh. Senators have been magnificent to this point in the ballgame. 4-0 in the away half of the 6th inning. The 2-1 is bounced straight back. One gone in the inning. Hits even between these two ball clubs, but the score not. 4-0 in favor of the Senators. The 2-2 skied out to center. Quinn Irons jogs on to make the grab. 2 away. Up next is Mikey Guy. Sun has dipped down below the trees in left field. Lights are on at Frank Mann Field. From the wind, the pitch. A fastball that misses just out. Guy rests the bat along the right shoulder. The 1-0 deal brushes him off the plate. Downing has set down the first two batters he's faced in the inning. He offers a liner straight back. Downing from the windup, he fires. Down in the dirt, Guy in a hitter-friendly count. This is second season with the Senators and has really come on strong late in the year. The 3-1 lifted high down the right field line. Over is Tim Nicholson with plenty of time. He hauls it in to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for John Downing. 4-1 Senators. Back in a moment from Frank Mann Field. Keep it right here. Senators have looked wonderful to this point in the ball game. Home half of 6. And to lead it off is Ethan Plyler for the Alexandria Aces from Frank Mann Field. So glad you can join us. Griffin Siebel, the new pitcher, into the ball game for your Senators. He offers a lively fastball, crosses at the knees for strike 1. Siebel with a 5.02 ERA has not allowed a run in his last 2 appearances. The 0-1 brushes Plyler off the plate. Siebel can certainly provide length. He deals high chopper to third over the head of Guy, and Boris corrals it before it trickles into left. But he won't be able to get a throw off, and reaching on an infield single is Ethan Plyler. He's been one of the bright spots in the lineup tonight for Alexandria. Brendan Harity the next up, and it's not like there hasn't been opportunities for the Aces throughout this one. 6 hits, and they have left a total of 8 base runners stranded. The pitch is up and away. Siebel out of the stretch with a runner on. Sun is down below the trees and left, but still lighting up the sky, a beautiful orange. He deals. A fastball that misses in the same spot. Jacob Whiteman was great tonight. Allowed No runs on 5 hits. Struck out just 1 batter. A pitch to contact guy, no doubt about it. But pretty darn effective at that. The 2-0 skied into the air. Kennedy calls for it, drifts into fair ground, and hauls it in for out number 1.
The designated hitter out of Maryland, number 2, E.J. Hankerson.
To the 8th spot we go in the form of E.J. Hankerson. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the 4th inning. That was where Ethan Plyler was cut down at home while the infield was in with just 1 out. Pitch misses below the zone. That one of the big missed opportunities in the game for the Aces. They had 2nd and 3rd with just 1 out that ultimately squandered. Siebel deals a strike, rather fastball that's just outside. Apologies. 2-0. Hankerson Jr. gets the start tonight in the DH spot. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away, and the bottom of 6 with a runner up. The offering is a fastball at the belt line of Hankerson Jr., just inside. Hitter-friendly count for number 2. He releases. That'll brush him off the plate and be a 4-pitch walk. Aces fans starting to come alive a little bit as Scott Middleton will make the trip out to the bump and have a chat with the right-hander out of Xavier. After the leadoff base knock from Plyler, he got back on track quickly, and then induced the fly ball from Harity. We'll be back with you in a second. 4-0 Senators. 2 runners on for the Aces. Up in the 9th spot is Sam Robertson. And a correction from a moment ago, Griffin Siebel was at Xavier in his freshman year, since set to transfer to Quinnipiac and will attend there in the fall. 2 guys on for Alexandria, 1 gone in the inning. Trying to lay down a bunt is Robertson, fouled back to the screen. Chris Versett elects to play a little small ball at this juncture. Robertson rests the bat along the right shoulder. Siebel peers in at the catcher, McHugh. Nods his head and comes home from the belt. A fastball missing well low. Count even, a ball and a strike for Sam Robertson. Singled back in the 2nd inning. Aces in every inning have had runners on, but still yet to score. Pitch will find the inner half of the zone. 4-0 Senators, 1st and 2nd for the Aces. Home half of the 6th inning. 1 away. He delivers. A wave and a miss down in the dirt. A beautiful curveball that drops off the table from Griffin Siebel. Next up, Tim Nicholson as the lineup card flips over for Alexandria. Lights on at Frank Mann. Wind blowing straight out to center field. Nicholson 1 for 3 on the night. Squares to bunt. lays it down in foul territory. Rare that you see a bunt with 2 outs, but the speedy Nicholson trying to catch the Senators off guard. Has stolen 12 bases on the year. A real speed threat for Alexandria. Siebel comes set. A look back at second. Lets it fly. Line straight back. And after the 4-pitch walk to Hankerson Jr., Siebel has really filled up the zone. Struck out Robertson, and 0-2 to Nicholson. Siebel kicks and deals. Runner goes to third. Bouncer to Boris at short. Throw across the diamond to first. He'll be in time. And once more, the Aces leave 2 on in the home half of 6. Top of 7 coming up. 4-0 Senators. Back in a moment from Frank Mann Field. You're listening to Southern Maryland Senators baseball. Keep it right here. In to lead off the away half of 7 is Owen DeShazo. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Doubled back in the second. One of the only 2 base runners the Senators have left on to this point. Tried to lay down a bunt. Unsuccessful in doing so. John Downing remains on the hill. Winds and deals. A big cut and a miss. Efficient start to the inning for Downing, who moves rapidly on the bump. He lets it fly. Swings through strike number 3. Downing starts off the inning the right way with a 3-pitch punch out. Silas Boris, the shortstop, with another opportunity at the plate. Singled in the 5th. First pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. Sky still lit up from the well-set sun. Lights brighten Frank Mann Field. The 0-1 offering. Misses away, and a verbal grunt in disapproval from John Downing. That's his first pitch to miss the zone this inning. He deals. A pitch that is below the zone. Boris tries to hold up. Does so unsuccessfully. A changeup that just drops off the table for Downing. He fires. A hack and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks to begin the 7th for John Downey.
Now batting for the Senators, second baseman number 5, Mike Sweeney.
In the 9 hole is Mike Sweeney. Single, then knocked in a run versus the Crop Dusters yesterday. The first deal catches the inner half of the plate, belt high to Sweeney. How about John Downey? Has retired 5 straight, and a swing and a miss from number 5. The Senators bats just unable to catch up to the heat. The wind and the pitch. A cut and a miss at strike 3. Downing punches out the side in the top of 7. To the bottom of the inning we go. 4-0 Southern Maryland. In the 2 spot and leading off the bottom half of 7 is J.P. Peltier, trying to erase an 0-for-3 ball game. The first pitch, just below the knees at the shins of Peltier. Griffin Siebel was able to leave 2 stranded in the 6th after a single and a walk. Next pitch misses the zone as well from Siebel. Alexandria still yet to crack the scoring column. The 2-0. Brushes Peltier off the plate. McHugh giving a little sign. Settle down out to Siebel on the hill. Wind blowing out towards right field. Fastball in for a called strike. Dots the inner half. From the windup, Siebel lets it fly. A fastball. It's called at the knees. Siebel battling back in the count. Home half of the 7th inning. So glad you can join us under the bright lights from Frank Mann Field. The payoff pitch. Dots another one at the bottom of the zone. And Griffin Siebel sets down Peltier looking. Boy, does Siebel command the fastball well. And since getting that, bring it down a little bit from Nate McHugh. He has not missed the zone, and all of a sudden a little bit of an announcer's jinx as he misses low with a heater. A ball and no strikes. He deals. And at the knees, count even. DeCandido has been walked, hit by a pitch, and singled. Reaching an all 3 times up. The 1-1 is a changeup that dips just low. The first baseman hitting .325 on the year. He releases downstairs for ball 3. A beautiful scene from Alexandria. Orange still lights up the darkening sky. And the 3-1 is well in the dirt from Siebel. 5-pitch walk for Riley DeCandido. On his way down to first, DeCandido shakes his head a little bit in disappointment. Senators, since that single he hit in the third, have kind of pitched around him a little bit. And up next, Jamie Quinn Irons, who has also worked a pair of walks. From the belt, a check swing rolled slowly to Sweeney at second, who charges it and flips underhand to Kennedy at first in time, 2 away. A jam shot off of the bat from Quinn Irons. Didn't expect to make contact at all. Took him a long time to get out of the box. Perhaps thankfully for Sweeney, who had a lot of time to make the play. Senators in the lead, 4-0, bottom of 7. Runner aboard second base with 2 gone. First offering is a changeup down. Kevin Miluski trying to drive in the first run of the ball game for Alexandria. The 1-0 deal. Heater that brushes Miluski off the plate. About 2 balls, no strikes. 6 home runs on the campaign for Miluski. Kicks and releases. Down and away. Siebel struggling to find the zone against the catcher. This heart of the order so tough for the Aces. All dangerous bats. Siebel lets it fly. Fastball finds the bottom of the zone in at the knees. Miluski 0 for 3 tonight. A throwback to second base. Diving back in head first and safely is DeCandido. He advanced to second off of the ground out from Quinn Irons. Siebel back on the mound, toes the rubber along the first base side. He releases. Liner right back up the middle. Tribble plays it out in center field. They're going to hold DeCandido at third. Runners at the corners for Alexandria. And Ethan Plyler trying to continue his unbelievable night. 2 for 2 and has reached on a walk. Words of encouragement out to the mound from Scott Middleton, who stays in the first base dugout of the Senators. 2 gone in the bottom half of 7. First and third for the Aces. The first offering, a big cut and a miss. Plyler up in a big spot. Leads the team in batting average. Exactly the guy you want up in this position. Siebel releases. A pitch that finds the outer half of the zone. Pitcher friendly count. Siebel with some pitches to work. We'll see if he goes right after him. The 0-2. A pitch that tempted Plyler is in the other batter's box. Breaking stuff from Siebel. Senators have been wonderful so far tonight. 4-0, they lead it. He offers sky high a foul ball. Lifted down the right field line. Plyler staying alive. Rests the bat along the right shoulder. Siebel from the belt. A curveball down in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Home half of 7. Runners at the corners. Alexandria trying to put their first run up on the board. Siebel deals. A fastball ripped into right field. Groen giving chase into the gap. And he makes the grab. My goodness. The Senators, they have been unstoppable this evening. And the defense has been working behind these pitchers. 4-0 Southern Maryland. And Carter Groen makes yet another unbelievable grab. You won't want to miss the end of this one. Top of 8 coming up. 4-0 Senators.
Number 2, Logan Tribble.
New pitcher in for the Alexandria Aces is William Crochet. 3-0 record on the year. It's been the Aces' best arms to this point. John Downing did his job. Struck out 4, didn't allow a single base runner. First pitch from Crochet misses down. Just a 1.71 ERA through 21 innings of work. The 1-0 fouled back to the screen. Tribble right on it. Senators have just left 2 base runners stranded, which kind of tells you the story of how efficient they've been at the plate. 4-0 Southern Maryland. The 1-1 is in the other batter's box. 2 balls and a strike. Third base umpire moving in to have a quick chat with our home plate umpire. And seems like they may have seen some lightning in the distance. 8 miles out, the ruling from what we're hearing. 4-0 Senators at the moment in the top of the 8th inning. Well, figuring things out at the moment, we're going to take a brief pause and be right back with you. Senators lead by 4, 2-1 count to Logan Tribble, top of the 8th inning. Well, actually, we're going to keep it right here. Seems like they have resolved things. Scott Middleton slowly making his way back to the Senators' dugout. Logan Tribble chatting with our home plate umpire. And we are ready to once again enter battle. The 2-1. A slider that sweeps a little too much. Brushes Tribble off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Tribble 0 for 2 tonight. Walked in the 5th. Crochet deals a pitch that misses in the same spot. Crochet just struggling to control the slider at the moment.
Now batting for the Senators, left fielder number 7, Nate Brewer.
Wind blowing at a pretty good clip out to center field. The first deal to Brewer is in the dirt. Crochet having a tough time finding the zone at the moment. 5-pitch walk to Brewer. The 1-0. Hard on the ground to short. Peltier flips it to Plyler. Throw on to first. Will be high of the bag. They'll call runner's interference on Logan Tribble, who made a hard slide into second. And so they'll rule 2 gone in the inning. Top of 8 from Frank Mann. 4-0 Senators.
Now batting for the Senators, right fielder number 23, Carter Glover.
Scott Middleton out to receive an explanation. Felt like his guy had fairly slid into the bag. Having a quick chat along the first base line. Carter Groen next up for your Senators. Had a home run that opened up the scoring in the 4th inning. Third base umpire could hear the words not having that. Scott, potentially some words coming out of the Senators' dugout. The first offering, a big hack and a miss from Groen. He offers. Fouled towards the Senators' dugout along the first base line. Groen leads the team in batting average, homers, and RBIs. He has been doing it all for the Senators throughout the year. The 0-2 delivery misses well outside. Crochet getting back on track after a rocky start to the inning. Lets it fly. Bounce off of home plate. And foul down the first base line. Miluski retrieves a new ball to throw back to number 20. The tall left-hander who lets the arm dangle. before setting at the belt. He delivers. A slider that twists into the zone for called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Senators. To the bottom of 8 we go. 4-0, Southern Maryland leads. Welcome back for the home half of 8 from Frakeman Field. Glad you can join us. Cody Wagner from Alexandria. 4-0 Senators. And despite that score, all the hits have been on the side of the Aces. 7-5 in the hitting column. Despite that, 2 homers from Carter Groen and Nathan Brewer have Southern Maryland ahead in this one. Siebel remains on the bump. First pitch foul back to the screen. Last inning, Griffin Siebel left 2 stranded. 12 base runners left on for Alexandria to this point. A changeup dips into the zone, 0-2. Siebel approves of the suggestion, winds and fires down in the dirt. Harity checks his swing. They'll say held up. He releases. Bouncer to third. Off of a hop, Guy fields it. Throw on to first in time, 1 gone. And not that they have faced 0 resistance, but the Senators have gotten out of any and all trouble. With another shot, E.J. Hankerson, who's 0 for 2 thus far. A fastball dots the inside half. Kicks the pitch. A curveball twists back over the plate. Takes a moment before dealing. A heater that's well downstairs. Home half of 8, 4-0 Senators. Siebel rubs some sweat off on his pants. A 1-2 deal. Bounces at home plate. Southern Maryland has just seemed to tap into a different mentality in these last 2 games. The 2-2 hammered down the left field line and hooked just foul. And that's the kind of night it's been for the Aces so far. Just haven't quite been able to catch that lucky break. And the Senators have taken advantage of every opportunity that they've had. Siebel lets it fly. Called strike 3. A change at the knees for Griffin Siebel. 2 away in the inning.
Robertson.
Up in the 9-hole, Sam Robertson. Last reached on a single in the 2nd inning. First offering is in the dirt. Well outside as well. Winds and fires. Waved at and missed for strike 1. Bottom of the 8th, 4-0 Senators. The 1-1 lifted high and deep out to left. Brewer giving chase. Will be unplayable and foul ground. Siebel kicks and delivers. An off-speed pitch. Down and out. When Siebel has missed, it's largely been in that location. Holds the glove up above his face, mimicking a mask. He releases. Line drive out to right. Grown with time. Catch made. That'll end the inning. Senators remain in the lead. Aces still scoreless from Frank Manfield. To the 9th inning we go. Keep it right here. Away half of 9, and to lead off the inning is Ian Kennedy. 1 for 2 on the game. Broken back grounder left side, and misplaying it is the shortstop Peltier. Ian Kennedy will reach on an E6. He appears a little shaken up, standing aboard first base. And nearly the entire bat broke off. Rarely do you see that. It was just a small part of the handle that was left. and now calling for a trainer to attend to Ian Kennedy. We'll quickly step aside and be right back with you from Alexandria. 4-0 Senators, top of the ninth. Keep it here. Nate McHugh at the dish with Kennedy aboard first. He stays in the ball game after the extended break. First pitch to him misses up and in. The 1-0 deal is well above the zone. McHugh hitless tonight. A rarity for him. The offering is up and away. Come set, the 3-0 deal. Finds the zone for strike one. Hugh takes a moment out of the box before stepping right back in. The 3-1. McHugh tried to hold up his swing. They'll say he held up in time. 5-pitch walk for Nate McHugh sends him down to first base.
Now batting for the Senators, third baseman number
Pitcher in the ballgame for the Alexandria Aces is Jesse Spector. Stands 5'9", 170. 2.45 ERA. 13 walks on the year across 18 and a third. First pitch, a center cut fastball to Yacht. Similarly to McHugh, trying to erase an 0 for 3 ball game. We'll look back at second. Spector offers. Lifted to right. Nicholson with time. He's underneath it. Raises up the glove, catch made. Relay to Plyler, throw to third. Won't be in time. Kennedy dives in safely. Runners at the corners for the Senators. As a fly out to right advances the first baseman 90 feet. Owen DeShazo up with a chance to provide some insurance for your Senators. Sky getting dark from Frank Manfield. Clouds in the air, but not too ominous. First pitch, a fastball center cut to DeShazo. Went down swinging at the hands of John Downing. His last trip up, the 0-1. Bouncer to second. Plyler flips it. Throw to first will be in time. They turn a double play to get out of trouble. Senators unable to push across, another in the ninth. 4-0, they lead it, headed in to the bottom half of the inning. Griffin Siebel will remain in the game to try to lock things down. Keep it right here. Timely pitching has been the name of the game tonight for your Senators. In the home half of 9, Griffin Siebel trying to lock things down. Senators lead it by 4. Top of the order for the Aces. In is Tim Nicholson. Pitch misses down in the dirt. The 8th was the first inning that the Aces did not have a base runner on. 12 left stranded to this point in the ballgame. Not an encouraging sign as we embark upon this 3-game journey in Alexandria. Of course, the best 2 out of 3. Senators in a good spot this evening. The 1-0 misses down and away. Siebel kicks and releases. Center cut heater for strike 1. Nicholson had a single in the first, only time he's reached tonight. Fastball crosses at the knees. Siebel from the windup lets it fly. A change in the dirt. Nice take from Nicholson. Aces fans trying to get behind this lineup who has been held scoreless tonight. The payoff pitch. A fastball low. Alexandria dugout coming alive, and Scott Middleton will come out and point to the pen. New pitcher coming on for the Senators. Griffin Siebel out of this one. The lead's still 4 for the Senators. One runner on for the Aces. Back in a moment from Frank Mann. Well, Griffin Siebel picked up right where Whiteman left off in the start. New pitcher into the ballgame is Alex Angelitis, trying to close things out for your Senators, who lead it 4-0. First pitch in at the knees for strike one. Angelitis peers in at the catcher McHugh, sets at the belt, and offers. A breaking pitch that's just outside. Peltier able to take. Great attendance tonight at Frank Mann Field, a game that has been all Senators on the scoring side of things. He deals. Bounce down the third base line, just foul. Angelitis' last appearance was in the 15-4 loss against the Crop Dusters on Wednesday. Through 2 innings, gave up 2 earned. The 1-2. Bouncer to short. Boris misplays it. And the Alexandria faithful really getting into things now. Angelitis able to induce the ground ball, but Boris misplaying it. And 2 guys on for the dangerous bat of Riley DiCandido. This exactly in the order where the Aces want to be. In the 3 spot is DiCandido, batting .325 with 34 runs knocked home. First pitch is up and away. Chin high to DiCandido. Tensions high in Frank Mann. Angelitis sets from the belt. He deals. A fastball that dots the outside black. A ball and a strike. DiCandido points the bat out towards center before wiggling it up above his left shoulder. Angelitis offers. Misses outside. DeCandido has reached all 4 times up so far tonight. Been walked in his last 2 plate appearances. 2-1 deal. A fastball that's eye level to the first baseman. And Nate McHugh will go out and have a chat with number 39. And in comes Sweeney as well. He's become somewhat of a team leader over these last 2 games. Yesterday, went in on a couple meetings between McHugh and Matt Hoover. Really an encouraging teammate and a leader in the dugout. In my eyes, a big part of the Senators' success over the last 2 days in raising morale. The 3-1. A fastball that's just outside. Load him up for the Aces. Scott Middleton calling out to our home plate umpire, making sure he can go have a visit with Angelitis on the hill, and he'll do so. Bases loaded in Alexandria. The walk to lead off the inning from Siebel. In comes Angelitis. Induces a ground ball. Air from Boris. First and second. And then another walk in the inning. Home half of 9. First, second, and third for Alexandria. Down 4-0. But that all can change with one swing of the bat from Jamie Quinn Irons. 35 RBIs on the year. 3 home runs to his name. Leads the team in the RBI category. Fans clapping at Frank Mann. Angelitis winds and deals. Pitch down below the zone, and they're going to call him for the balk. Run will score in Tim Nicholson. Second and third for the Aces. 4-1 the score. Seemed like maybe an issue where Angelitis hadn't declared that he was going from the windup. That one of the changes with the new pitch clock. You got to say when you're going from the windup versus the stretch. Seems like that was potentially the issue. And the pitch skied out to left field. Brewer coming on. And they're going to call him on another balk. Another run will score. 4-2. And Scott Middleton out to get an explanation. Back-to-back balks on Angelitis. And a runner aboard third. Lead is just 2 from the Senators. Disappointing to see. No doubt about it. And on the pitch, Angelitis had induced a short fly ball that likely the run wouldn't have been able to score from third. But forget about that with the second balk in a row. Middleton will join Angelitis in on the conversation with the umpire. 4-2 Southern Maryland. Getting a long explanation. Based on the umpire's hand motions, it seemed like something about Angelitis coming set. Seemed like he didn't take enough time to do so. And so the lead is just 2 for your Senators. Jamie Quinn Irons still up. A clean count to him. He lets it fly. Lifted in the air. McHugh chasing it. But it will be out of play. And bounce off the top of the press box. No balls, 1 strike Fans watch on with bated breath in Alexandria. Angelitis peers in at the catcher McHugh, who gives signs. He deals. Fouled out of play yet again. Hit to a similar spot off the bat of Quinn Irons. Angelitis kicks and releases. High chopper to Borisic, short. Quinn Irons hustling it down the line. Throw not in time. Another will score, and late offense for Alexandria. They officially trail by just one. A late comeback from the Aces being mounted. Well, whatever it may be, you aren't going to want to miss the ending of this one. 4-3 Senators. Throw to first. Diving back is Quinn Irons. All 3 runs from the Aces have come this inning. A pair of balks and then a Quinn Irons single. The pitch lifted deep down the left field line. That in foul territory. Brewer hustling over. That'll drop innocently to the ground. Kevin Milewski is 1 for 4 on the ball game. Still no outs for Southern Maryland. Angelitis takes a look over his shoulder. He delivers a pitch just down and away. A ball and a strike. Aces faithful really into the ball game now. The pitch. That'll hit the hand of Milewski, who shakes it off and walks down to first base. Scott Middleton out of the dugout, and he'll go to the bullpen. Home half of 9. No outs in the inning. 4-3 Senators. 2 runners on for the Aces. You aren't going to want to miss the conclusion of this ball game. Keep it right here. You can't make this up. Senators up 1, 4-3 in the home half of the 9th inning. New pitcher into the ball game is Ty Harris, who allowed a run to score in 1 1/3 last night. Has been one of the more high leverage guys for Scott Middleton throughout the year. The first pitch to Ethan Plyler. He squares to bunt, pops it up. Out from behind the plate comes Nate McHugh, and it rolls into foul territory. Man, does that kid have a high IQ. Notices that the ball's got some English on it, allows it to roll foul. And just Nate McHugh, throughout the year, rarely does he make a fielding error, and exemplified by that play a moment ago. Harris trying to lock things down after the 2 runs allowed from Angelitis. The 0-1, squaring to bunt again. Plyler has to dive out of the way. McHugh keeps it in front. A ball and a strike. Quinn Irons at second, Maluski at first. Plyler 2 for 3 tonight. Has hit the ball hard each time up, except for the walk in the second. He deals. Lays down the bunt. McHugh out of the catching position, and he fumbles with the ball. He won't get a throw off. Bases loaded for the Aces. And just as I mentioned, the brilliance of McHugh, he makes an error. Things starting to spiral out of control in the 9th inning for the Senators. Was 4-0 coming into the inning. Infield in. Bases loaded for Brendan Harity, who has a chance to end the ball game. The pitch sky high to shallow right center. Charging is Groen. That'll hold Quinn Irons at third. 1 away in the inning. A big first out for Ty Harris. You really don't want to test the arm of Carter Groen out and right. And so Quinn Irons smartly decides to hold just 90 feet away. E.J. Hankerson up. About as intense as it gets. 4-3 Senators. The first pitch to Hankerson Jr. is a fastball, missing at the logo on the chest of Hankerson Jr. A ball and no strikes. Harris peers in at the catcher McHugh, who gives signs along his chest and then touches the mask. Sets and fires. Lifted high, right side. Shallow right field, Groen coming on. He'll make the catch. He throws to the cutoff man, Kennedy, and the runners will have to stay right where they are. And all of a sudden, 2 outs. Back-to-back fly outs to right field. And boy, this one has been exciting. Thought it was going to be a controlling victory for the Senators. It's took a lot more than that. Ty Harris trying to close things out in the 9th inning against Sam Robertson, who's 1 for 4 on the night. The first pitch, called strike at the knees. Maybe to Scott Middleton's disapproval, this game has got exciting late. The 0-1, line drive left side. Guy fields it. He steps on the third base bag. Ball game. Senators win it. And Frank Mann field. Tensions getting high between the teams after the ball game, but nonetheless, Southern Maryland able to hold on to victory thanks to a Ty Harris save.
The Senators take game 1 of this semifinal series 4-3. Game 2 will be played tomorrow in Walden.
Late game dramatics,
Where the Jose Vacuum Frank
but the Senators hold on for the 4-3 win. The second game in the series set to take place tomorrow evening. Some rain in the forecast. We'll keep you updated on that. Southern Maryland up 1-0 in the series over Alexandria. With that, we say so long from Frank Manfield. Can't wait to see you tomorrow.